If you're struggling with acne and nothing seems to work, trust me, I've been there. My skin went through absolute hell for 2 years. Acne scars, painful breakouts, and zero confidence. I tried everything, guys. Expensive skincare, harsh treatments, DIYs, and even visiting dermatologists. And some worked and some made it worse. But after so much trial and error, I was finally able to find things that helped me get rid of my acne for good. And today I'm gonna break everything down for you guys. And before you do what I did, that is waste money on all the possible products and medications, please, you need to understand the root cause of your acne, because without that, no amount of skincare or anything else will save you. So grab a snack, sit tight, and watch this video till the end, because I'm going to explain everything, the do's and don'ts, my mistakes, and finally what worked for me. So first, let's talk about what acne is and why it happens. I mean, everybody knows what acne is, but nobody understands why it happens, because trust me, when I first got acne, I had no idea what the hell is going on with my skin. So in layman terms, acne is basically your pores getting clogged with bacteria, oil, and dead skin cells. And when that happens, you get different types of pimples. And nope, not all acne is the same. There are different types of acne, and each and every acne requires different level of nurturing, care, and treatment. Although there are some treatments that are common across all the types. First one is the whiteheads. That's usually tiny closed bumps under the skin. The second one is blackheads. That's usually the open pores clogged with oil and dirt. Then there are papules and pustules, which are usually red, inflamed, big pimples. Then there is cystic acne, which are usually large, painful, deep pimples. And then there is hormonal acne, which are like breakouts triggered by hormones common in PCOS and PCOD. People usually tend to get confused between the cystic acne and the hormonal acne. So cystic acne is usually these large, painful, deep pus-filled cyst that's developed under the skin, and it's often caused by a combination of excess oil and bacteria. And hormonal acne, in other way, as I said, it's associated with PCOS and PCOD, and it's characterized by breakouts linked to fluctuations in hormonal levels, and it typically appears as, like smaller bumps around the chin and jawline. Having said that, cystic acne can also get triggered by hormonal imbalances, but it's generally more severe and can lead to scarring, whereas hormonal acne is usually less severe and can easily be managed with lifestyle changes and targeted treatments. The biggest mistake that I did was that I had no idea. I had absolutely no freaking idea what kind of acne I had, and I just chose random products that my friends were using, and I thought, okay, you know what, I'm just going to cleanse my face, exfoliate, scrub, etc, and that's going to help me get rid of the acne. Nope, it worsened my acne. So choosing the right kind of products depending on your acne type is very, very important. And later on, I realized that I have hormonal acne, which is caused because of my PCOS that I currently have. Now let me expose myself to some of the biggest mistakes I did to fix my skin, which worsened my skin further. And if you're doing any of these, please stop right now. Mistake number one was overwashing my skin. I did this biggest mistake of listening to these BS advices people used to give कि अरे कुछ नहीं, pimples है, acne है, मुंह धो, बस मुंह धोते रहे, ठीक है, मुंह को धोते रहे as if it's some kapda and detergent that I'm doing, and that stripped my face of all the natural oil and everything, and because of that my skin became more prone to acne. Mistake number two I did was using all the possible viral products that were trending on YouTube and Instagram. Now just because somebody has an easy, understandable, not so oily skin tone, and if that product works for them, that doesn't mean it works for you. And for some reason I was like, okay, it is working for that content creator, it's working for that actor, it has to work for me. And I purchased so many viral products, and none of them worked for me. Not because those products were bad, but because my skin couldn't handle those products. The third mistake I did was not checking the ingredients of these products. Just because these products were part of all these famous celebrity brands or like these big brands, I thought it's okay, I'm just going to use these products on my face. No, there are so many products, guys, that has alcohol and fragrance, and that is not suitable, especially for acne prone skin. And because of that, it made my acne breakouts worse. Also, as I spoke about these mistakes, I just want to know that I'm not alone in this, so please let me know in the comments what mistakes have you done so that it can help all of us together. Now let's talk about my favorite part, what actually helped me clear my skin and get rid of my acne. And these changes, they are simple, but they're 100% life changing. Step one is fixing my diet and lifestyle. And trust me, guys, earlier when I used to hear people tell me the same thing, I used to be like, अरे यार, इससे क्या होगा? मुझे जो चाहिए मुझे खाना है. I'm a foodie. I'm very shocking of all the food and everything. I understand, but then again, everybody is different. sometimes there are these foods that you love but it's not good for your body, right? In my case it was dairy. Okay, now the thing is, I was used to having 2 cups of chai every day, one in the morning, one in the evening, right? I enjoyed having lassi every day, lassi, dahi and everything, right? And these dairy products triggered my acne further. And earlier I thought maybe that's not the case, but I just tried experimenting not having these products for a couple of days, and I wouldn't say my skin cleared, but my acne did drastically reduce. So I realized that, okay, you know what, maybe I do not have to skip all of it. Maybe I can just reduce the intake, right? Because milk is something that I have every day. I have it every day with my whey protein powder. So what I did was, I thought, okay, what, let's not have the normal milk, let's try having almond milk or skimmed milk. So I tried almond milk, and almond milk is usually the best replacement for any of the dairy products, but I do not like almond milk that much. So I chose skimmed milk, and lately I've been having skimmed milk from Amul. There's also another one from Mother Dairy. So I think that was the first change I did, and I stopped having lassi. Now you guys might tell कि यार इतना कुछ compromise करने life जीना नहीं होता है, I understand, but कभी-कभी कुछ चीजें पाने के लिए कुछ चीजें खोना पड़ता है मेरे दोस्त. So that was the first thing I did. I cut down on all the possible dairy products. Second thing I did was reduced sugar intake, right? Earlier I used to have at least 1 to 2 cheesecakes every week, and that also led to my weight gain and triggered my PCOS, which indirectly triggered my acne, right? And I was this big fan of having McDonald's burgers, French fries with peri peri. Every week I used to just treat myself with that, right? And I just think I didn't know the balance back then. So मैं इतना ज़्यादा junk food खाती थी, pizzas, burgers, Chinese, etc., etc., that because of that my gut health was also messed up. You know, everything was messed up, right? From my gut health, that triggered my periods, and that triggered my hormones, everything. So I was like, I cannot get rid of these junk food. They are like my life, right? But मेरे को धीरे-धीरे वो भी कम करना पड़ा. And you know what it is? Initially that push is very difficult whenever you try to experiment with something healthy. But once you start seeing the changes, that's when the game actually begins. That's when you realize that, okay, you know what? I can actually see changes. Maybe I should just continue doing this. So earlier I stopped. I did not completely cut down on junk. I was like, you know what? पहला मुझे ऐसा करने दो कि I will have it only once in 15 days. Because earlier I should have it once in 1 week, right? So once in 15 days, and then धीरे धीरे करके once in 1 month हो गया. फिर धीरे धीरे I started replacing that with healthy alternatives, like, you know, chicken salad, any veg salad, multigrain breads, any protein related food, etc., etc. So धीरे धीरे I started replacing it with healthier, tasty meals. So the taste was there, but it was healthy. And with that also I saw some good changes, and with cutting down sugar and junk, it helped me with my PCOS. Like, it had a major impact on my PCOS. I've also done a detailed video on how these simple lifestyle changes with some workout routines, etc., etc., helped me cure my PCOS. I've made a very detailed video on that. I'm linking it here, and it's also going to be in the description, so feel free to check it out. Now as I'm saying that, you might think, अरे यार ये सब तो करने बोल रही है, ये खाना बंद करो, वो खाना बंद करो. I'm not saying completely बंद करो. Now if you really have a sweet tooth, or if you really enjoy junk, I'm not saying completely cut it down, because what happens is, at times I've seen people completely shutting everything off, and then they will go without having these junk food for months and months, and then suddenly they will have it again, and then, you know, they'll start overeating again. So you do not have to do that. Balance is the key. If you love sweet things or anything like that, just try reducing the intake to once a month or once in 15 days. If you'll do this, you'll definitely see major impact in your skin, in your gut health. Then I also started increasing my water intake as per my body weight. So as per my body weight, I need to have at least 3 to 3.5 liters of water. Now I know you will be like, अरे यार ये तो सब लोग बोलते हैं पानी पियो, but पानी पीने से बहुत कुछ होता है मेरे दोस्त. तुम्हारा gut health clean होता है, तुम्हारा body से जितनी भी toxic चीजें वो flush out होती है, and you know that is really good. So I just started increasing my water intake, and by increasing my water intake, guys, it also helped me get rid of my migraine. Not completely, because now also if my sleep pattern is messed up, I still get migraines, but that the intensity of their migraine has drastically reduced. So I think increasing water intake also helps. And then the main thing is gym and daily movement. Okay, I got acne like 2 years before, right? And it took me at least 2 years to clear my acne. I mean, now also if you see, I do have some acne scars, right? Thoda acne scars idhar bhi hai, but the constant appearance of these acne and these breakouts has drastically reduced. And I think one of the major credit goes to gym. Okay, I joined gym a year and a half ago, almost a year ago, I feel. And many people say that when you sweat, it leads to more acne breakouts, which is true, but it also helps you flush out all the toxic chemicals from your body. So the more workout you do, the more your skin starts glowing and your skin looks so good, right? And I've noticed that in my skin, you know, when I see my older pictures versus now, I'm like, ha yaar, farak to dikh raha hai. So I think working out now, I'm not going to say just go to the gym, just move your body, right? Go for a walk, go for a run, do Pilates, do yoga, do whatever works for you. Just sweat, okay? Like have some good session, a good hot yoga or something like that, and just sweat, because that will definitely help you get rid of all the toxic things in your body, and that will give you a beautiful glow like this. Now let's talk about step 2, that is my skincare routine. As I already told you guys before, I tried so many products, and so many products, like even though they were like good products, but it had like a very worse impact on my skin, and that, like, you know, led to more breakouts, etc, etc. So here is a short story. First I visited a dermat, and I don't know, like, see, I'll be very honest, okay, I'm not trying to defame anybody here, but this is just my experience. The first dermat I went to, he detected my acne as hormonal acne, and he gave me heavy medications, right? And within a week or two of having those medications, my skin cleared. My skin legit cleared, and I was like, oh wow, that's great. Like, medicines can't say, but how long am I supposed to have these medications? Now many people will काउंटर यूर सेइंग दैट अरे डायबिटीज के लिए, बीपी के लिए, बाकी सब चीजों के लिए भी तो मेडिसिन लोग लाइफ लॉन्ग रहते हैं, सही है, बट फॉर माई स्किन आई डू नॉट वांट टू डू दैट, बिकॉज बाय टेकिंग दीज मेडिकेशंस आई हैड अदर bad impacts on my body. Like, for example, it led to weight gain because those medications were, I don't know, heavy dosage, and I used to feel dizzy, like, and sleepy throughout the day, and those medications led to severe heat in my body, and because of that it also messed up with my periods. So I did talk to that dermat, and I was like, how long should I take these medications? And he was like, you have to take it, you know, like kind of lifetime, and visit me after 3 months. So I did visit him after 3 months. So for 3 months I took these medications, and my gut health, my body was. And after that I visited him, and I told him, you know what, I'm not comfortable taking these medications. Why don't we opt for some good treatments or some good skincare routine or some lifestyle changes which will help me in the long term? He was like, he did recommend me those, which again I'm grateful for, but these medications were something which I was really not comfortable with. Now again, it depends on the, sorry, my hair look, sometimes my hair just becomes like that, like Simba from Lion King, so I just need to keep checking that. Frizzy curly hair girls will relate to this. So anyway, he did recommend me some skincare routine, but he told me, do not stop these medications. And I also understand there are some people who have like severe acne who have to take these medications, but the thing is, you cannot keep having these medications for lifetime, yaar. I mean, you really need to have some, because these medications, they do not cure your acne, they just stop your acne for a while. Okay, it's like your acne is coming, it just stops it, and the minute you stop taking these medications, your acne breakouts will appear again. And that's what exactly happened. The minute I stopped taking these medications, my face was filled with acne. I mean, it legit looked like I had some allergy or something like that. At this point, my confidence was so low. I was like, oh my god, what is happening? What am I supposed to do? And then I spoke to some of my friends. Couple of them had good experiences with their dermats who like suggested them some good products, some good lifestyle changes, good gut cleansing routines, etc, etc, because of which, you know, their acne, you know, cleared out for good. So after a lot of research, I went to another dermat, and she understood my condition, and I clearly told her I do not want medication, and she was like, it's okay, we at time recommend medications based on the severity, etc, etc, but yours is not that severe, although it looks very messed up, but it can definitely it can definitely reduce with good diet and skincare, etc, etc. So then she recommended me the diet changes that I already told you guys, and then she recommended me a good skincare routine, and God bless her, mwah, God bless her, because even my other friends who had similar issues, even their dermat recommended me, recommended them similar routines, you know. So I know for a fact that this works. So now let's talk about my skincare routine, both for AM and PM, which I have been following for the last 2 years, and I still follow it, and I'm gonna be following this for a lifetime, because the changes that my skin has right right now. I mean, it's all the credit goes to that as well as my diet changes. So the first thing is you always need to include salicylic acid and niacinamide in your skincare routine. These two products, they are like a game changer when it comes to pimple and acne, right? So what I did was I was using this normal Himalaya face wash. So I was continuing, like I continued using that. I first went and got two serums from Minimalist, the niacinamide serum and the salicylic acid serum. You can also try Dermaco. The reason why I went for Minimalist is because my friend told me that it's really, this brand is really good when it comes to sensitive skin. Even Dermaco is good, right? And I was really scared because I had a lot of bad reactions earlier by using products from all these big brands. So I was a bit skeptical because my skin type is combination. It has dry, oily, sensitive, everything. So I took these two serums and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do a patch test. So always do a patch test first. And I included this in my nighttime routine twice a week first. I just started it low. So do not like directly start applying like heavy amount or something like that. So first I used to apply it just twice a week. I used to first apply salicylic acid. Like obviously I used to wash my face in the night and then I used to use a gentle toner. You can use one from Minimalist or Dermaco or any other brand. Just make sure it's like, it does not have like a very high, like very, what to say, just make sure it's a good toner, okay? I was not finding the right word. So yeah, I then cleanse my face with a good toner. And then always just remember that whenever you're using salicylic acid and niacinamide together, use salicylic acid first and then niacinamide, because this combination works wonder to get rid of your acne and reduce the sebum production from your skin. So first I used to apply a few drops of salicylic acid all over my face and neck. And then I used to dab it and then I used to apply it all over my face. And then I used to just wait for like 5-6 minutes to ensure that the product has settled in my face completely, and then I should go for niacinamide serum. And I did this, initially when I did this, the next day when I used to wake up, my skin used to feel like, you know, it's peeling off, okay? So I asked my friend about this and also my dermat, and she's like, no, it's completely normal when you use these products, because these products are used to control the oil production, the sebum production on your face, right? So your skin might feel a bit dry, like drier than usual. So earlier, I think for the first few weeks of me using these two products, my skin felt like, you know, like my skin used to get dried out and there were like skin getting peeled off or something like that. But it was not like very over the top. It was very normal. And then gradually I increased the routine of my nighttime of using both the products to thrice or 4 times a week. Dheere dheere, like first twice, then thrice, and then 4 times, right? And then it was time for me to replace my moisturizer and sunscreen, because all these normal moisturizer and sunscreens, it works for normal skin, but for our skin type, which is acne prone, we need to be careful of that. So you can like go for any product which has like this acne prone thing, which is like acne safe and everything. So whenever you're buying a moisturizer or a sunscreen, make sure that it is specifically built for people who have skin type like us. So I went for Cipla Excella moisturizer because I read the details, the ingredients and everything. It was clearly stated that it helps reduce the sebum production and it is also meant for acne prone skin. So I started with that first. Earlier I used to use some other moisturizer, I forgot the brand, but I started with Cipla Excella and it was good. It did not make my face oily. See, basically you have to avoid any product that makes your face oily. So I started using this moisturizer twice, thrice a week, every day in the morning, and dheere dheere I increased it to, you know, all the 7 days of the week. Then also when it comes to sunscreen, I had to replace what I was using. I was using this sunscreen from this brand called as Lotus, and the problem with that brand's product was that it left white cast all over my face. It was extremely creamy and oily in texture, and because of that my acne breakouts were very frequent. So my dermat was like, just stop using that product, and she recommended me this sunscreen from this brand called as Ecrin or Ecran, I don't know how it is pronounced, but I have been using that product for the past 2 years now, and it is the silicone based sunscreen. So when you apply it all over your face and neck, it gives you a very smooth finish. There is no white cast, it does not make your face oily or greasy, and yes, I can swear by that product because it definitely helped me reduce the breakouts and everything. So the overall thing here is you always have to use products that are only and only suitable for your skin type. You cannot just randomly use products that are like, you know, good in market or brand wise it's good, because you don't know whether or not it will suit your skin. And about this product that I'm using from Ecran, I don't know what it's called, it's great, but the only downside is that it's a bit on the expensive side. It's around 650 to 690 for 40 to 50 gram, and like you have to use like a very chotu amount when you're applying it on your face and neck. And that's why I have another product from this brand, Dermaco, Dermaco for my hands and legs, sunscreen. So I use that Dermaco product for my hands and legs, and I use Ecrin for my face and neck. That's it. But if you feel like it's too much over the budget, then you can just buy this sunscreen from Dermaco. Just search for acne prone sunscreens. You will get a lot of products, and all of them are like really good, so you can try any of that. And after I started using all these products, it was time for me to replace my face wash. As I said, I was using the Himalaya face wash, and it was good, but it was not helping with my oil control and everything. So I wanted a face wash. My doctor told me that use a salicylic acid face wash, or something which has salicylic acid and niacinamide, right? So she recommended me True Derma face wash, which is good for acne and everything. I used to use that face wash for 3-4 months, and it definitely helped with making my face like cleaner and brighter, and definitely reduce the sebum production and everything. But the only problem was that it had the gel based structure. So because of that, whenever I used to use that product, it made my face extremely tight and dry, and no amount of moisturizer or any other cream was helping that. So I was like, you know what, I cannot use that. I did know that foaming face washes are really good. It keeps your skin soft and doesn't make your skin dry and everything. So I searched for some foaming face washes, and then I searched for acne prone foaming face washes. So I got a couple of recommendations. One was from Dermaco, then there was Plum, then I think there was another brand, I think Foxtail or something like that. So I chose Plum's salicylic acid foaming face wash, and I've been using that for the past 1 year now. It definitely helps control acne and everything. I usually use it once I'm back from my workout because I'm all sweaty and I'm like dripping with sweat. So when I have bath, after my bath, I just use that product on my face, and that's usually good. Like when your skin feels very oily or sweaty, you should definitely use this product. So once in the morning, I use this face wash. Then the second face wash that I use is it's usually, I think, 2 to 3 nights I use this face wash before I start my nighttime skincare routine. It is kojic acid from the brand Dermaco, right? Because kojic acid also has a lot of ingredients that helps you reduce pigmentation, acne scars, and everything. So when I started my skincare journey, and once I could see the result where my acne breakouts were less frequent, it was time for me to get rid of all the scars, and that's where kojic acid helps. So it's not necessary for you to use a face wash. You can also use kojic acid serums and everything, but for me, I think face wash works better when it comes to these things. So morning time I use salicylic acid face wash, and then evening time, not every day, maybe twice or thrice a week, I use kojic acid face wash. The kojic acid face wash is again a bit thick in consistency. It's very creamy and thick, so after washing your face with that product, your face will definitely feel very tight and everything. But trust me, it really helps in lightening your scars, and your face feels brighter. It also helps in making your skin tone even and everything. I actually made 2 videos. One was where I was trying the salicylic acid face wash like consistently, because I had purchased that almost a year ago, but I used to use it very less because I was constantly using the Himalaya one, right? And then I made second video on trying kojic acid face wash for a week. So I'm again linking that here. You can also check that out so that you can understand how that product works, etc., etc. Apart from my consistent AM and PM routine, I've also been trying these 2 products for the past 3-4 months. One is the Within Beauty Calming Drop Serum. So whenever I feel that my skin is prone to having a breakout, especially during my PMS week or during my periods, I just take a few pumps of the serum and I dab it all over my face a night before, and my skin feels more calm, very cool, and very pleasant and everything, and that definitely helps reducing the breakouts and everything. The second product is a spot corrector from this brand called as Acne Squad. So whenever I feel like I have a tiny bump or something like that, and the next day I have to go somewhere and that bump is like very evidently visible, I just take a pea-sized amount and I apply it on the bump, and the next day the pimple definitely reduces. But this is not a consistent product that I'm using. It's only occasional whenever I feel like my skin might have a breakout. I definitely feel that by having a consistent AM and PM routine, your skin can clear for good, and by doing good lifestyle changes, your gut will be clean, and your overall health will be clean, and that will definitely reflect on your face. But please know that every good thing takes time. It took me almost 2 years to clear my acne, also because I was not consistent. If you're consistent, you can definitely see results in 6 to 8 months, but please be consistent, and I really hope these products help you and clears your skin for good. Before I conclude this video, another thing I would say is do not include a lot of products in your routine. All these 21 step, 30 step, 40, 50 step skincare routine is not suitable for all the skin types. Just use minimal products like how I'm using, and you will definitely see good results in no time. So with that, we come to the end of this video. I really hope my tips and tricks helps you clear your skin for the better. And if you found this video helpful, you know what to do. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Let me know in the comments if this product works for you, and if you're using some other product that's helping you clear your skin, also let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.